early hours of the morning, this team is working against the weather.
The waves are picking up, so now we have to leave before they start getting worse. Our ride is going to be about 20-25 minutes of rough water.
Their mission is to feed 1,700 hungry monkeys.
The monkeys are waiting for us to bring the food out. You can see them starting to gather.
Giselle Caraballo and her team are the keepers of Calle Santiago, affectionately known as Monkey Island off the coast of Puerto Rico. Here, monkeys run free, living their lives under the watchful eyes of researchers who come from all around the world to study them, and have for nearly 80 years.
Calle Santiago is a really unique site in the world of science. It was one of the earliest primate research sites in the world.
This part of Puerto Rico was destroyed when Hurricane Maria landed with 250-kilometer-an-hour winds and a devastating storm surge.
All of the houses have lost their roofs. A lot of people in Punta Santiago have lost all of their personal belongings.
When Maria came, terrified. I've never seen something like that. I don't want to see it again. Oh my. Hope God I'll never see it again.
A lot of the houses that the researchers used to have been destroyed. Even the ones that did not get destroyed got water damage on the inside of the house.
When the storm passed, Giselle and her team went to the island.
We were pretty much speechless, and I think it's safe to say that we all had a moment where we had to cry a little bit. Our biggest concern was how many monkeys would be gone or dead.
Every trip became a head count.
I have seen some of our key players in the groups. I have seen 84J, he's the one we know as Pinocchio. 43J, which is one of our blonde monkeys, she's around.
And against all hope,
we didn't find any bodies after the hurricane. We went around, we looked all over the place.
The research station, on the other hand,
as you can see, our truck got destroyed. If you see, there are some stairs here. The building used to be attached to the stairs. I started on Cayo in 2003 as a volunteer. So I've grown up with Cayo, and Cayo is very important to all of us. Sorry. All the stuff that we've been working so hard for years to build up, it was all on the ground, and we have to start from zero again.
It isn't just the island itself that's been hurt, it's generations of research.
We have established a DNA database that goes back to the 50s. We know the genetics for every animal on Cayo.
We know who they fight with, who they're friends with. We know who they've given birth to and when they die. And this kind of information about this huge population of animals really makes it unparalleled in science.
Calle Santiago was established with 400 rhesus monkeys brought to the island from India in 1939. As the population grew, lived, and played, each monkey was identified and studied.
There are lots of other researchers who study things like the genetics of these animals, how their genes influence their social interactions. Folks are studying how these animals age, so what happens when they get older and what changes about their lives. My research examines how they think about the world. So what we do is we find a monkey that's just walking around the island doing its normal monkey thing, and we actually will sort of sit down on the ground in front of them and show them a magic show. So we're interested in understanding how they think, and in order to do that, we'll show them things that they might not expect to see, and we look at how they react. They're a really interesting species because they live in huge, complex social groups and live really rich, complex social lives. They're a microcosm of human life.
Giselle's priority now is the day-to-day needs of the population. What was once a green tropical paradise with yummy vegetation is now stripped clean.
A month in, a lot of the green is starting to come back here and there, but there's still a lot of the trees that are down. I know they have been feeding on seaweed, so what the trees are not giving them right now, they are taking from the ocean.
But research has ground to a halt. Greedy monkeys, caring mothers, alpha behavior, infant learning are all going on unobserved.
Normally there are people looking at where the monkeys are every day, and now there's been a real gap in this kind of information that we're never going to get back.
Giselle and her team face their challenges one day at a time.
Our new normal is this: going in the water every day, coming out, going through the isthmus, and little by little we will get it back to closer what our old normal used to be.
But they're learning more from the monkeys than they'd ever imagined.
What you see around you is complete devastation. And you get there and they're just business as usual. You see new babies, you see the monkeys moving from groups, you see the monkeys doing what they normally do. And you're like, well, if they can do it, we can do it too.